Chassidic gems on Parshas Emor. It says in the Torah, "Lenefesh lo yitama," etc., that a Kohen is not allowed to defile himself, become tomei, to a corpse, to a dead person. Lenefesh, to a dead person, lo yitama, etc., should not defile himself. A Kohen cannot go near a corpse. That's the simple. The Chassidic Torah are telling us the secret of Kiruv, that we are not allowed to leave, to let one Jew, one nefesh, we're not allowed to let him become defiled. If a Jew is not frum, or he's frum and he needs more we have to encourage him to become better, no Jew should be left behind. We have to try to be makarev and bring closer every single Jew that there is. Continuing with Chassidic gems on Parshas Emor, the pasuk says, "Lenefesh," same pasuk, "Lenefesh lo yitama ba'amov," among his people, a dead person shall not, a kohen should not defile himself among his people, which means that while there are other people that can bury him, so a kohen is not allowed to be involved. That's the simple. The Chassidic Torah are telling us, you think Ba'amav means among his people? If there are other people there, he's not allowed to defile himself? Amav comes from Gecholim Oimamais. It comes from flickering coals. And the pasuk is saying, the nefesh lo yitama ba'amav, if a Jew shouldn't be flickering, a little bit warmth and a little bit cold, he shouldn't be flickering. He shouldn't be that way. What should he be? He should be warmth and with enthusiasm. That's what he should serve Hashem with. Not cold and hot, flickering like a coal that's flickering. Should be totally enthused, and that's the way to serve Hashem. Continuing with Chassidic gems on Parshas Emor. The pasuk says, the first pasuk, the same pasuk that we were talking about till now, the nefesh lo yitama b'yamav, to a dead person, the Kohen shall not defile himself b'yamav, when there are other people present that can bury this dead. But Rashi brings down, Yotza meis mitzvah. If a person is a meis mitzvah is generally translated to mean that if there's nobody, if there's nobody else there, nobody else can bury this person except the Kohen, then the Kohen is allowed to bury him. This comes to exclude meis mitzvah. He's not allowed to defile himself, but this excludes a case of meis mitzvah when there's nobody else there to bury him. That's the simple. The Chassidic Torah are creating a new translation of mes mitzvah. Mes mitzvah doesn't mean there's only he's a dead person and there's nobody else to bury to be involved with burying him. Mes mitzvah means literally what it translates. When it comes to a mitzvah, he's dead. When it comes to a mitzvah, when it comes to Torah, and when it comes to a mitzvah, he's without life, no life to him. When a person is like that, he's so far removed, then it's a mitzvah to be concerned for him and to lead him in the right path. We should be zeicha to this. Amen. Continuing with Chassidic gems on Parshas Emor, it says in the Torah, Lo yikrachu korcha berosham. They should not make baldness upon their head. Meaning, Rashi says not only a kohen, even Yisrael, everybody is warned, don't pull out your hair over a dead person. Don't make yourself bald over this berosham upon their heads. They shouldn't make themselves bald over mourning for a dead person. That's the simple. The Chassidic Torah are telling us, Lo yikrachu korcha. The Chassidic Torah is saying, be careful. Don't be like Korach. You think yikrachu korcha means bald? That means don't be like Korach. What did Korach do? He made machloikes on the Rosh, on the leaders of Klal Yisrael. Don't make machloikes against the leaders of Klal Yisrael. Listen to what they say, because they know much, much better than us what we have to do. Continuing with Chassidic gems on Parshas Emor, it says in the Torah, "Umin hamigdosh lo yetze." From the sanctuary, from the Beis Hamikdash, from the Mishkan, he shall not go out. Meaning that if a kohen, Rachmana litzlan, is doing the avodah in the Mishkan, in the Beis Hamikdash, and he's informed that his father or mother passed away, so Rashi brings down Chazal that says the meaning of this pasuk is, even if he's an onain, that's a mourner before burial, he doesn't go out he doesn't stop what he's doing. He continues, and he's allowed to do the avodah. He's allowed to do the avodah even while he's a mourner. That's the simple. The Chassidic Torah are telling us that it's going on everybody, every Jew. Be very careful not to be Masiach Das. Don't forget about Hashem. He should always cling to holiness. He should always have Hashem ever present before his eyes. Whatever he's doing, Hashem is watching, Hashem is listening. To be very, never go out from the sanctuary. Continuing with Chassidic gems on Parshas Emor, says in the Torah the mitzvah of Sfira, of counting the Omer, Usfartem lochem mimochras hashavas. You should count the Omer until Shavuos. That's the simple. Usfartem means count. The Chassidic Torah are telling us like this, that Sefartem, there's another meaning for Sefartem. It means a boundary. And Lochem means you, but it means, Lochem is usually used for your material needs and wants. Lochem, your things. Make a boundary around your material needs and wants. Make a boundary about it. Don't just curb yourself. Stop yourself from immersing yourself in that, and immerse yourself only in ruchnius, and something that has spiritual values. A sikum of all the hashkafas, the Torah outlook that we have learned from the Chassidic gems. We learned that no Jew should be left behind. If a Jew is drifting away, we have to do whatever with whatever talents we have to bring him back. No Jew, not even one, should be lost, should be brought back. We also learned that if somebody does mitzvahs and he's dead. There's no tam, there's no taste, there's, like rote. That person is a mes mitzvah. His mitzvahs are all dead, and we have to try to bring him back. We also learned not to make machlokes. Never make machlokes against leaders, against gedolim, against tzaddikim. Never make machlokes, because we have to respect them, we have to accept their interpretations of what the right thing to do is. We learned that a person should always have Hashem in front of him. He should never be Masiach Das, never forget for a moment that Hashem is watching and Hashem sees what we're doing, He hears what we're doing. We should never forget that. We also learned that when it comes to material needs and wants, we have to be able to make a boundary around them and not to go overboard in material needs and wants. We should direct all our energies for spiritual growth. We should be zeicher to this. Amen v'amen.